In this tutorial, I wanted to talk a little bit about texture and some of the stitches that you can learn with the skills that we've already learned with knit stitch, purl stitch. You've already done ribbing, so now creating moss stitch is a fun way to be able to create texture. And it's essentially just combining knit stitch and purl stitch, but alternating rows on top of each other to create this amazing bumpy texture. So to compare, here I have the 1x1 rib where our knit stitches were on top of our knit stitches and our purl stitches, which are the bumps, were on top of our purl stitches. Whereas the difference with moss stitch is that our knit stitch goes on top of a purl and a purl goes on top of a knit. So it's slightly different on each row to create this bump that kind of, I don't know, creates some kind of like diagonal loveliness to it. This moss stitch pattern is a 2-row repeat. So essentially, we are going to knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, and repeat that all the way to the end of the row. And then on the next row, we are going to purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl. So it doesn't matter how many stitches you cast on, but if you're just starting out, cast on an even number of stitches. That way, it will be easy to follow. Our first row that we're going to do is knit 1, purl 1. So by now we know how to knit. We take our right needle, yarn down and back, yarn, needle to the left of the first stitch, through, round the back, bring it to the front, and drop it off. Then we're going to hold our work, bring our yarn to the front, and we are going to do a purl stitch. And then we're going to hold our work, bring the yarn to the back, do a knit stitch, hold our work, yarn to the front, do a purl stitch. Now, one tip I will give you, if you ever get lost when you're doing moss stitch, essentially, if you see a knit stitch, you have to put a purl stitch on it. If you see a purl stitch, you put a knit stitch on it. So it's kind of the opposite of the 1x1 ribbing, where we were stacking knit stitches on knit stitches and purl stitches on purl stitches. So here, for example, is a bar that represents a purl stitch. And here we have a V that represents a knit stitch. So because we see a purl in moss stitch, we put a knit stitch into it. So the yarn is at the back, then we do a knit stitch, and then we see here the row below was a knit stitch. So we have to put a purl on top of this one. So the yarn comes through the middle of the needles and we purl. And we can read the next stitch. It's a bar, so the yarn goes to the back to do a knit stitch on top of this purl stitch. And then we're going to keep repeating that all the way across. So we see a knit stitch, that means we do a purl into it. We see a purl stitch, that means the yarn goes to the back and we do a knit stitch. This one is a knit stitch, so we're going to purl. And if you keep track, you can just go knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl. So we're going to knit, then we're going to purl into our knit stitch. Now we're going to knit into our purl stitch. And our final stitch of our row is a knit stitch. So we're going to bring the yarn to the front and we're going to do a purl. Now we've got to the end of that row, which was a knit 1, purl 1, repeat all the way to the end. Now, when we turn our work, it's going to be the opposite. So you can see that this first stitch from the row previous was a knit stitch, because you can see that V. So instead of doing a knit stitch into it, we're going to do the opposite. We're going to purl. So we're going to bring the yarn to the front of our work, and then we're going to go from the back through the front. Then we are going to wrap the yarn around that front needle, then bring the needle to the back, and drop off the needle. Now we can see the bump there, so that's a purl, which means we're going to knit stitch into it. So we're going to bring the yarn to the back, then we're going to do a knit stitch, and then we're going to see a knit stitch, so it means we have to purl on top of that, and we're going to keep repeating that all the way across. So row 1 is knit 1, purl 1, repeat to the end, and row 2 is purl 1, knit 1, repeat to end. And you'll just keep doing that for as many rows as the pattern calls for, or how many rows you want to practice. And by the end, you'll have this really lovely, bumpy, yet it stays really flat. So just getting to the end of our second row repeat here. And as you can see, it's starting to create this lovely texture of purls on top of knits and knits on top of purls to have this bump. I'm just going to do a couple more rows for you. So we're going to do a knit 1, purl 1, all the way across. And again, if you ever get lost with moss stitch, just read your stitches. If you see a V, you're going to do a purl. If you see a bar, you're going to knit, because you want to do the opposite of what you see underneath from the previous row. So you're going to, row 1 is knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1. Row 2 is purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1. And you just repeat those 2 rows all the way until you get to the end of your project, or the end of the amount of rows that you want to do for the particular swatch you're working on. There we go. That's our row 1 repeat. You turn it, and now, as you can see, instead of starting with a knit stitch, we're now going to start with a purl stitch. So yarn comes to the front, needle goes from the back through to the front, yarn goes round, drop it off. Hold the work, then we're going to knit, hold the work, bring it to the front, purl. Again, oh, that's a bump. That means we've got a knit. That's a V, means we've got to purl. And we just keep continuing that all the way to the end of our row. And we'll just get to the end of that second row repeat. And you essentially just go row 1, row 2, row 1, row 2, row 1, row 2, all the way to the end of your project. And look at that. Starting to work up nicely. And it's a really, although it looks like it's a complicated stitch, it actually is one of the more simple stitches to get your head around. It's knit stitches and purl stitches. And the lovely thing about moss stitch is it lays really flat. If you see stocking stitch, because it's knit on one side and purl on the other, it kind of pulls the knitting in on the edges, whereas with things like moss stitch or a garter stitch, they all lay really flat. So if you want to knit a scarf, moss stitch or garter stitch are great stitches for that, because they then lay flat without having to knit a border on it. But sometimes a moss stitch border is something that can really help the edges of a scarf or whatever you're knitting lay flat. So it's a very cool technique to learn. Thank you for watching this video. Now don't forget to subscribe to Let's Get Knitting for more tutorials of knit and crochet, and of course, some extras from Game of War.